Welcome back to the East Conference. You've already met the players, but today you're getting the full stories. Where they came from, how they earned their legendary reputations, and what makes this conference unlike anything else in football history. We'll also get to meet the coaches who shaped these teams and kept the chaos under control. Settle in, because these aren't just names on trading cards. These are sagas. Let's dive into the East Conference full player backstories. Xavier Extra Stuffing Axelrod. Xavier Axelrod stands at 6'6" and 375 pounds and is considered the most immovable defensive tackle in the Turkey Bowl. He earned the nickname Extra Stuffing not because of his size, but because he eats a full bowl of stuffing before every game, claiming it helps with leverage. Raised on a farm known for producing powerhouse athletes, Xavier spent his youth pushing hay bales, carrying lumber, and once tackling a riding lawnmower that startled him. He doesn't rush the passer. He engulfs him. Gary Gravy Boat Granderson. Gary Granderson is built like a brick smokehouse and runs like he's always on a downhill slope. His nickname, Gravy Boat, comes from his slippery running style. Defenders say tackling him feels like chasing a bowl of gravy down a flight of stairs. Gary is a master of short yardage conversions and once carried 9 defenders into the end zone just to prove a point. He celebrates touchdowns with a polite nod, as if asking, "Was that satisfactory?" Cornelius Cornbread Stuffington III. Cornelius Stuffington III comes from a long line of old money turkeys and carries himself with the grace of a feathered aristocrat. Refined, educated, and fond of monocles, Cornelius transforms on the field into a ruthless blocking force. His teammates describe him as part butler, part wrecking ball. His signature move, the cornbread crunch, is a devastating seal block that has ended more drives than failed New Year's diets. Reginald Cranberry Sauce Jenkins. Reginald Jenkins, known as Cranberry Sauce, plays with an explosive, tangy burst that no defense has been able to contain. His running style is all bounce and cut, and defenders swear he leaves a faint cranberry scent as he flies past them. In high school, he returned 3 consecutive kickoffs for touchdowns after a coach said turkeys didn't have the hips for football. Reginald responded, "I've got hips for days." J. Jibble Jibble Giblets. J. Jibble Jibble Giblets is the most mysterious receiver in the league. He lists his hometown only as a place between the trees. Clocked at 4.28 in the 40-yard dash, he is the fastest bird ever recorded in the Turkey Bowl. He never celebrates touchdowns. He simply stands still, staring into the distance as if hearing a cosmic turkey melody the rest of us aren't worthy of. No one is sure if he loves football or is simply outrunning destiny. Martellus Yams Mode Marmalade. Martellus Marmalade earned the nickname Yams Mode after debuting a running style inspired by candied yams, sweet at first, then absolutely melting defenders. Known for his elite balance, Martellus once stayed upright through 11 consecutive tackle attempts, casually walking into the end zone and thanking his blockers with the politeness of someone asking to pass the mashed potatoes. Tie Wrench Butterball Ferguson. Tyrant Ferguson, known league-wide as Butterball, is the emotional core of the defense. A heat-seeking missile disguised as a linebacker, Tyrant delivers hits so powerful the scoreboard has flickered more than once. Off the field, he teaches meditation to rookie players. On the field, he brings stress. In every sense, he is a spiritual guide with a deeply troubling tackle radius. Willie Wishbone Williams. Willie Williams is the definition of clutch. Nicknamed Wishbone because he always seems to get the lucky break, Willie has 17 last-second interceptions, including 3 game winners. He reads quarterbacks like open cookbooks. When the ball is in the air, Willie probably already has it, is halfway down the field, and is thinking about post-game snacks. John Green Bean Casserole Cassidy. John Cassidy is consistent, dependable, and oddly proud of it. His kicking style is smooth and steady, just like the casserole that inspired his nickname. Known for warming up by kicking actual green beans through miniature goalposts, John once drilled a 62-yard field goal during a windstorm and simply said, "Beans travel well." Tim Smalls. Tim Smalls is the only non-food-themed player on the roster, but what he lacks in pun-based branding, he makes up for in sheer punting talent. At Hofstra, he set a hang time record after launching a punt that stayed airborne long enough for fans to check their phones twice. Tim's punts are so majestic that commentators often go silent just to let the ball speak.
You've met the players, but behind every wild play and every unexpected moment, there's a coach trying to make sense of it all. The East Conference has some of the most unforgettable personalities in the league. Brilliant, bizarre, bold, and sometimes all 3 at once. Let's meet the masterminds guiding this chaotic roster.
Coach Thundermane the Bison is a living monument of muscle, grit, and pure gridiron fury. Standing nearly 7 feet tall on his hind legs and weighing well over 1,000 pounds, he has the aura of a being forged directly from stadium concrete. His coaching philosophy is simple: hit hard, hit often, and if the other team can still count to 10 after the first quarter, you're not hitting hard enough. Players swear they can feel the ground vibrate when he walks by. His pre-game speeches have been known to cause spontaneous nosebleeds. Thundermane once motivated his team so intensely that the mascot fainted. His legend grows every season, and the league trembles whenever he adjusts his headset. Coach Bandit Tricksy McScraps is the raccoon mastermind behind the most chaotic special teams unit in football history. He's unpredictable, unhinged, and dangerously creative. Tricksy believes every kickoff is an opportunity for controlled mayhem. He carries a laminated play sheet so large it requires both paws, but the side facing the players is nothing but an enormous upside-down question mark. No one knows what he's calling, not even him, and that's exactly how he likes it. Rumors say he designs plays by spinning in a circle and pointing randomly at the field. Despite everything, his teams produce miracles or disasters, sometimes both in the same play. Coach Hootsworth the Owl is the intellectual backbone of the staff, a true scholar of the sport. Wearing tiny spectacles balanced perfectly on his beak, he breaks down defensive schemes with the precision of a master tactician. His chalkboard sessions are legendary. Complex diagrams, disguised coverages, shifting formations, and pages of notes written in perfect handwriting. Players leave his classroom smarter, confused, or occasionally both. He treats football like a doctoral thesis, and every play is a lecture in strategy. When Hootsworth hoots, everyone listens. Coach Grizzleback the Boar is the league's premier architect of power running. Broad-shouldered, battle-scarred, and coated in a thin layer of permanent sideline mud, he transforms ordinary offensive lines into wrecking balls. His playbook is famously heavy, literally heavy. Players claim it weighs 50 pounds and is reinforced with steel. Grizzleback believes in ground-and-pound football. 3 yards, a cloud of dust, and the sound of the opposing defense regretting their life choices. He communicates mostly through snorts, growls, and pointing. Somehow, everyone understands him perfectly.